Hello my friends and welcome back. I'm Pierre. This is the third part of a trilogy I made on the artistic squat movement known as squart. It's an abbreviation of the words squat and art, and it's to differentiate artistic squats from social squats. So I invite you to go and see the first part that I made, which is an explanation of this movement and a short history on how it came to exist. I also made a second part, which is to tell you how to open your own artistic squat and how to hold on to it. So this part is to show you 3 different ways that you can legalize your artistic squat. Now the first thing you have to understand, and that you have to be absolutely convinced of, is why you want to open an artistic squat. You have to understand that the reason you're doing it is because you need a place to work. You need a place where you can create. Now this is important because in the 3 examples of legalizing your artistic squat, you're going to have to communicate your ideas. Now the first way is, once you have opened your squat, is to go see the owner of the squat and try to get him to write you a temporary lease and not to press charges. Now I can give you an example of a place called Les Diables Bleus in Nice, France. The artists of this place invested old army barracks that were sold to the University of St. John of Angeli. The 30 artists that invested that locale went to see the administrators of the university and asked them to write them a temporary lease. And they did. And that permitted these artists to have the electricity and water on a legal basis and to stay there for several years. The second way of legalizing your artistic squat is, first of all, like I mentioned before, is to be totally convinced of why you are squatting. You are squatting, once again, because you need a place to work. Now then you have to go and convince the city officials, your town officials, that this is a necessity in the area that you live in. You have to convince them that they have to relocate you to some place where you can afford the lease. In 1998, with several of my friends, we went to the National Assembly in Paris, and we talked to several city and elected officials, and we told them about what we were doing and what we were hoping to gain, which was to legalize artistic squats. And surprisingly enough, they listened. Between 1998 and 2002, at 59 Rue de Rivoli in Paris, a squat that housed 30 artists went to see the mayor of Paris and made a deal with them, got a lease that they could afford, and became legal. Now they draw more than 50,000 visitors a year. Now the third way of legalizing your artistic squat is a little bit different. You have to go see the owner before you squat, and you have to make what I call a contract of confidence. It's a deal that is based on the generosity of the owner and the honor of the squatter. Now, I opened up a place in the year 2000 at 130th Street in Harlem, just by doing that. I went to see the owner of the building, I explained to him what I wanted to do, he said okay, and I was able to open the Off Gallery for 8 months where I had several artistic shows. It was an extraordinary experience. So there you have it. You have 3 examples how you can legalize your squats. I want you to go down in the description, check it out, find the links to the other short videos I made on the subject, and until next time I say, ciao mes amis.